Hi everyone, I'm Shivanand Reddy. Today we will talk about the introduction to C language. Mainly we will here in this video we will discuss about what is C language and why we are using the C language and where we are using the C language in real world applications. Before going to these three concepts like why, where, what concepts, what is the language? Language means what? And language means the person's communication. Like we are having two persons, the two persons they are communicating their way of expressions in language format. We are having like real world English, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, different languages. With that one we can communicate with everyone. How system will communicate with us? Why we need to use systems here? Directly we can communicate it and everything, it will be easy. Why we need to go to here for that concept? Like how system, before going to that we'll discuss about like why we, how system will understand us. Like system will know only about one language, that is ones and zeros format, binary format only system will know. For that one we don't know how to interact. For that one medium platforms it will be there. That one is the programming languages. C, C++, Java, these languages we can call it as programming language. Whatever we write in C language or C++, everything it will convert into the byte code format. That one it will go to the finally system. Like here I am the user. For here I have written some C programming. That C programming, whenever I compile, at the time it will convert to the byte code format. It means byte code means ones and zeros format. That ones and zeros format, you will understand the system, and system will give the response to us. Like, for example, I will give one small example, factorial example I will give. For example, we are having 5 factorial. 5 factorial means we are getting like value as 120. This one it is a small value, like 5 factorial we can easily calculate, like 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 equals to 120. That one we can calculate. For example, if you are having bigger number, for example 110, we are having the number 110 factorial, how we will calculate? Within fraction of seconds we cannot calculate. Like we need to take some time and we will calculate that one. To overcome this one, we can use this programming language. Like this one, it is a system will easily convert that in within fraction of seconds and it will give the response. For this one we need to use some language and we need to get the output. Now next we will go to the concept like what is C language. C language is the programming language. Programming language means like computer programming language, where system will understanding the language. Like system and user, user means developer or anyone, whatever the we are giving instructions, that instructions system will execute. It will be in bytecode format. Like we are giving normal simple English statement steps, like we are having some syntax, some this format we need to follow. That one we can give it, same one system will execute it. And also when this was developed in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Telephonics Laboratories. This one mainly developed for Unix operating system. Presently we are having like different operating systems, Unix, Windows, and Apple OS, different operating systems it will be there. That, but at the time it was developed only for Unix operating system. And also Unix operating system is completely written in C language only. And also there are some applications also it was developed in C language only. The main features here it will be like low memory access. Like memory it will take very less, and simple set of keywords. We are having like 32 keywords it will be there. With that 32 keywords we can write our own logic and we can implement whatever we required. The details and everything we can implement. And clear easy, and it is a one structured format programming languages. The and here the purpose it will be like main purpose it will be like initially to write the operating systems and compiler development purpose and everything we have developed in C language. Nowadays it will be like using in many places. Like we are having embedded systems there we are using, and desktop applications it will be there. For that one also we are using C language. And also we are having Adobe applications, Adobe purpose also we are using the C language. And previously we are having like Linux operating system. Linux also it's completely written in C language, and Microsoft Windows also written in C language. And also when we are in 2000s at the time we are having one OS, Symbian OS. It was developed in C language only. like old Nokia phones, that one it is using only Symbian OS. With that one only, it's completely C language based one. And also presently IoT applications also we are using the C language. And when we come to the history of the C language, came in 1972. Before that one, we are having ALGOL, BPCL, and B languages. Like each one will be performing some specific text related. By combining all these three, we came to like one language as C language. After that, many features it like ANSI C and ANSI ISOC in 1990. Like it will be like one feature. Like we can consider it as a WhatsApp. Previously, it will be WhatsApp is just sending the messages. Later, we are sending the images also, images and videos. Later some delivery messages like tick marks, that and everything it has been implemented. After that status, and now it's payment and calls, video calls, audio calls, that one each one it is one feature. Like similarly 1972 with some features it came. Later few more it developed, and recently also in 2007 also one feature it has been released for C languages. Some updates it will be happening, that one. Like when we consider Java and everything, that one also it will be like we are getting some features they are adding, that one we can directly use it here. And why we are using the C language? C language, it will be easy to learn. Everyone can easily understand because it will be like simple English statements wise only. We can write it like by using syntax. Like one syntax format it will be there. Based on that one, we can write it. And also it is a structured language. The program it has been one structure, like from here only this application need to start, from here the application needs to end. That each and every instruction we need to give to system. That one in we can write it in C language and we can get it, and it will produce efficient program. And also it will give like very within less time we'll get whatever we expected output. Like just now we saw one example, 5 factorial and 110 factorial. Like for us calculation purpose it will take time, but system it will give within fraction of seconds, and it can be compiled on variety of computer platforms. And C language it will be we can write it in Windows and Linux and other platforms also we can write it, and we can easily. And also C language is platform dependent. Like when we write on C language in Windows, for that one related executable file it will come in Windows system only, we can execute that everything. Like we can change that to Linux. Like in other platforms we can execute, sometimes we'll get it an error. So it will be platform dependent language. C language is the platform dependent programming language. And the C language is the base language for all languages. If we want to learn Java, .NET, C++, everything it will be like basic syntax of C language only. The main language, it will play the important role in to study remaining other languages. Like if we learn C language with everything, like with syntaxes, and if we understand everything, each and concept, we can easily learn Java. Like Java, it will be like some advanced concepts, like OOPS concepts and everything, it will be there. The main concept it will be like base one, it will be like C language. If we understand this one, next concept so we can easily understand. And same concepts it will be like in Java and C language and C++, same concepts. It will be like data types, operators and control statements, and same only we are using the same logics. Like if we are having control statements, if else, and looping statements, do while for loops, and it will be like same in C language and Java. And also this one is one structured programming language, and it having the words and various data types it will be there. And also C language it will be having like built-in some applications, built-in methods also it will be available. With that one we can easily we don't need to write our own logic, we can directly utilize that methods. For example, we need to calculate some mathematical related some square roots. For that one inbuilt we are having math.h, it will be there library. That one we can initiate it, and we can write call that application method, and we can write it, or like we can get our output. And also we can we see C is completely invented to written Unix operating system purpose only. It has been developed, and before this C and B language and it will be there in 1970s. After that, it ANSI has been taken care, and later Unix was completely written in C language, and many of the softwares, like we are using the SQL, MySQL and everything, right? For that MySQL, internally it will be, it is using the C language only. Whenever we write any query, that one internally it will execute in C language, and that one, C language only we are using. And for this one, what softwares we need? To use this C language, we need to install CodeBlocks or Dev CPP or Turbo C. That one we can install in Windows. For Linux, inbuilt Linux itself written in Unix and all, it written in C language. For this one, inbuilt it having the C language. That one is GCC. Whatever we can write our programs, and for compiling purpose, we can use the GCC. And also we are having online compilers. For this online compilers, we don't need to install any software in our system. Just we can open some link, and that in that link we can write our program and we can execute it. And also when we come to the structure of the programming, main parts, it will be like header, main, variable declaration, body, and return. Here I will take one small example. Like we are going to construct one home. For that home, before starting the home purpose, we need to collect all raw materials. For that raw materials, we need to get all the detail. We need to go to the shops and we need to purchase everything, whatever we require, raw materials, cement, and everything, iron detail, iron and all. Here header it will be like pre-processing, and main method it will be like whenever the main comes, we are going to start our work. Like we are going to start our construction work. And variable declarations. And variable declaration means after construction started, we need to initialize like something. We need to start work. That purpose, something we need to initiate, like concrete. We need to concrete and sand. We need to mix it, collaborate it. That one, like similar way, we need to initiate it. And body, whatever we require, how we need to get output. That shape we can write it in a body part, like our own logic purpose, logic and all, everything we can write it. And return statement is the exit of the program. And here we can see like header, main, variable declaration, and body, everything it will be there, right? Each one we can go with it. Header. For header, we are using like different files, it will be there. For C language program files, we can write it in a .c extension. Here headers, it will be like extension with .h. And it contains C function declarations and macro definitions. We can go through that more in depth in upcoming videos. And also here, each macro, it will be defined each functionality, like stdio.h. It will be like input output functions, scanf and printf related purpose we can use, and std library related operations purpose we can use. String.h, string related operations, like we have one string, but in that string we need to perform some operations, that we can use. We need to do some mathematical calculations. We need to calculate square root at the time power. At the time we can use this math.h one, and we can go through it. And here, if we see here, main method, it will be like before this main method, we need to declare as hash include stdio.h. Before this main class, we can declare as a hash include stdio.h. After this one, in between only our logic, everything we will be writing inside the main method only. From the main method, we can write some functions, methods, like whatever we require. That functions, concepts, and all we can go. Here we can see one small program. Here, hash include stdio.h. This one is the header we have declared. Like before our starting our program, we are initializing each and everything. Like whatever we require, the details and all we are taking. After that one, int main method. Here only our program execution is going to start. After that, we are initializing the variables, and whatever the required output, that output we are displaying. And the return statement is the exit of the program. Whenever the return executed, the program will go get exit. It will get exit. Here C basic lines, like include stdio.h. This one is the header files. This command includes the standard output header files stdio.h. This one is the one library where I have different libraries, pony.h, math.h, string.h, different. Whenever we require that one, we can declare it here and we can use it. And in main method, this one is the main function where it execution it will be start. The compiler will start from here. After immediately, whenever we immediately start with brace, it's the beginning of the main function. Main function, it is starting here. And also this function is going to end here. In between whatever we have written, that one is our logic, complete our logic. For this one, now I have written some lines of code. I don't want to use that lines of code. At the time, instead of deleting all the lines, we can just comment. When we declare it as a comment, system will get to know like, okay, this lines has been commented. We don't need to execute. Like compiler will don't execute the files. After that, printf means this one is the we have declared as stdio.h. This one is the input and output purpose we are using. Inside this only we will be having like printf related one, everything that implementation, everything it will be available in stdio.h. And getch command is used for any character input from the string. Whatever we get from the input, that related one. We'll go through more on this each and every concept in next upcoming videos. And return statement. Return statement is we are starting the work and we need to go to the end of the work. At the time we can mention it as a return 0. This command is used to terminate the C program. Like once we have written the C return, the program it will exit. And it usually indicates the end of the main method. Like this braces, it will be like the main method started here and it is going to end here. Whenever we have started any method, we need to close that method. Otherwise, it will give some compile time errors, syntactical errors. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe and like it.